How's everyone doing? It's a beautiful day here in Florida, and I have the Suncast Aqua winder that I got from Costco. It comes with a limited 3-year warranty, and it's supposed to rewind your hose with no batteries and no cranking. It uses water pressure. I believe it takes a 125-foot hose, and I'm going to install mine inside my shed, which is a water shed. And the reason why I call it my water shed is because where I have my water softener, my pre-filter, my sediment filter, and also my whole house filtration system. The reason why I want to put it inside the shed is, of course, to protect it from the UV light from the sun, because as you can see, my old one, it got brittle and broken and cracked because I left it outside in the sun and it got all damaged. So this one's going to replace it, and these are the tools you need. It says a hammer, but I'm not going to be using these. I'm actually going to use these foot brackets, and I'm going to drill them into the bottom of the shed, so that way it's anchored to the shed with some screws, some instructions, and of course my garden hose. And this is how I used to put it away. Pencil, and I marked both sides of the unit. Now I'm going to install the foot brackets with some screws into the bottom of the shed. This is going to anchor the unit. Just drop my drill, but that's how it's going to be. So the back of this is going to anchor 30. That's in place. That's how it goes. Look at that. Just screwed the feet that it was provided right into the floor, and this ain't going anywhere. Nice and tight. If you want to pull it out, you just lift up the front and the clips will come out. Hose they gave me was a little bit too small, so I had to cut the ends. As you can see, I cut the ends a little bit just to fit it on, and I'm gonna put it together with this hose clamp that they provided in the kit. As you can see, it doesn't fit. I had to cut it and stretch it on there. Is to install this hose stopper, so I'm gonna put that on there, and what that does is so that it doesn't wind up the hose all the way in there. My drain's connected. I have it draining out through the side of my shed, and I'll show you that right now. Just coming out through the side with the rest of my drains. And this hose is a hose that's before my water filter and softener. So that's why this spigot's outside. So I'm gonna hook this up, and then let's see how it works after this. All right, the hose is on, everything's connected. I don't see any leaks. So there's no leaks on the inside or on the outside. So it's pressurized now. Let's see what happens when I click this. Now it's slowly rolling up the hose. Looks pretty good. Maybe I should get it started a little bit nice. I think it's working slow, maybe because I don't have the hose bib all the way open. So let me go ahead and see if that be open a little bit more. Oh wow, yeah, that's the problem. So this is where it's draining. I opened the hose almost all the way now, so it's draining a little bit. And it says it drains 4 to 5 gallons, and it looks like it's rolling up pretty nice. And the hose is all the way out there. So no kinks. And this is a 100-foot hose. No leaks. This is awesome. I'm so happy right now. And this is a never kink hose. You know, it's a pretty heavy duty hose. Because it got caught in a little bit of weeds here in the grass. So, and it got caught right here and stopped. So right now it looks really good. It rolled up that whole hose that I used to have right here. That's about 100 feet. It's a really thick Never King hose. The only reason why I stopped because it got caught on some weeds. It got caught right here on this brick and actually pulled it back a little bit. So it's a pretty strong unit, and I'm hoping that since I'm keeping it out of the sun, that's going to last very, very long. Comes with a 3-year warranty. No leaks. Everything looks like it's gonna be good to go. That's what it looks like in my shed. So once I close the door, it's pretty much where it's gonna stay. Easy for my wife to use it, and the drain is easily accessible, and also the hose, just in case you need to fill up a bucket of water. If you wanted to fill up a 5-gallon or something, you could put a bucket there to fill up if you want to. So if you plan ahead, if you're putting your hose away, you can plan ahead and go ahead and fill up a 5-gallon bucket for the dogs or anything you need water for, mopping the floors, whatnot. You can always use that 4 to 5 gallons that this expels for the unit to work. But I'm really happy with the unit, and it's anchored there. So if I need to pull the hose out, minimal effort, like 1 finger, minimal effort, very easy. I can use it. That's my dog bed, gotta wash that. You know, you can water the trees. I'm done with it. Throw it on the ground. Wind it up. And call it a day. I'm so happy with this. It's gonna make it much, much more pleasurable to use the hose and keep it nice and neat. I'm trying to keep things neat and orderly. As you can see, everything is, you know, in this closet or in this shed, just to keep everything nice and neat and out of elements. That's the reason why I built this shed, to keep all my electronics in here, all my water supplies out of the elements. This light is just there for the video. But, you know, for my whole water filtration system, most people keep them outside. I don't have the pleasure of having in the garage. So I keep mine in here, out the elements, and that's where this is gonna last. Because this sucker, I mean, this is what happens when they stay outside. They just get so brittle from the sun, and it just breaks apart. This still works, but the whole unit just, look, from the sun just broke apart. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and let's see how this unit lasts. Maybe I'll do a couple months down the road and see what happens. Hasn't been a couple minutes since I stopped the video, and I noticed a little puddle here. So I think it's coming from somewhere inside the pump here. As you can see, it's coming from inside the pump. It's not coming from the drain. It doesn't look like it's coming from the drain. So I think the pump somehow is leaking somewhere. Something's leaking there. You can kind of see inside there, this water. Is it a big deal? I don't know. Maybe. You know, you can't really tell from right now because the hose is in here. It's not leaking from the connection. So it's inside the pumps, the internal pump that's leaking here. It's on rest. So it's coming from like right here, see? Look at all that water coming out. So I don't know, I might have to call the number and see what's going on, because it's not supposed to be leaking like that. It's already a big puddle, and that's from inside. Here's the solution. I go ahead and call that number, because it says if you're having trouble, we can help. Please call before you return it. I called the 1-800 number, and you know what they told me? Return it back to Costco. There's nothing we can do. So I asked a bunch of questions. They says just gonna have to take it back. So all this hard work of running the hose and putting this all away, I'm gonna have to unwind it all and take the unit back to Costco, which is about 35 minutes away, and see what happens from there. And that's about it. So The concept was nice. Am I gonna get another one? I probably am. Just gonna go ahead and exchange it and see if the new one does the same thing. So I'm hoping that the second one's not gonna do it. And they said there's really not much they can do because it's leaking behind there. Well, I hope this review helped you out.